Welcome. I want to acknowledge each and every one of you. We literally spend months and months and months on the decision of who we invite into level two, and we take it very, very seriously. So I just want to A, congratulate you, and B, acknowledge you for putting in the work, putting in the time, showing up at the live events. This will absolutely change your life, and I'm so excited for you. So, the first exercise that we're going to do today is let's find out who's in this room. So, I want everybody to take a minute and say who you are, where you are from, and then what do you most want to get out of this live event? Okay, great. Now, a lot of you guys have heard me say this before, but there can be some new people, and the way that we do live events is different than other industry events or sales rallies or anything of that nature. Most of those events are informational events. Somebody stands up, tells you how great they are or what they do. You take pages and pages of notes, and you come home and implement almost none of them. It almost can be counterproductive to you and growth in your business. We don't do that here. This is a transformational event. And I learned this because I was in a mastermind and I did a hot seat in a mastermind, and it was the best live event I've ever been at. It absolutely changed my life. And then I made a commitment to say, hey, you know what? We're going to create interactive experiences in our live events so that people are learning and growing and they're getting the max out of this. This is not going to be a what I would call an ego event where people stand up and get you all fired up and motivated, and then by next Monday you're like, you know what? I don't even remember what they said. So I like this little phrase in here is that words don't teach, only experience teaches. So this is going to be a very big experiential event for you guys. Now, before we start, let's make some agreements. There's Derek and his agreements again, but it's very important that we all get on the same page, guys. So the first agreement that we're going to make is that you honor your greatness. This is a place right now for you to let go of the small you. You were created and made for something great, and I want that to come out this weekend, and I want you to honor that. And then secondarily is that everybody in here was made for something great. And I want you to honor that in them. So this is not a place to be negative, critical, judgmental, use words like you should and you need and these really judgmental words that a lot of people use. This is a place to build each other up. This is a place to help hold each other accountable to their greatness. We're all in this journey together. And what I can tell you without a sliver of a doubt is that doing things like this and being in masterminds and being in groups with like-minded people that are all supporting us, this is how, guys, you can create these amazing transformations in your life. The second agreement that I want to make with you is that I request that you slow down this weekend. Get present. Allow yourself a break. Allow yourself to not be in the hustle and bustle of your everyday. Allow yourself to think with different areas of your brain, not under the panic and stress and anxiety that this business sometimes put us under. Give yourself this time, okay? Relax this weekend. Allow yourself to make some amazing, amazing breakthroughs in your life so that when you go back, you can speed up. This is where you can take these big leaps up right now in your business from that. So, second agreement is slow down to speed up. The third agreement is to make decisions. As I said in the beginning, I am absolutely against the informational events because, guys, we're drowning in information right now. Google has anything that you want. But we are absolutely starving for wisdom and transformational and things that will change our lives. We are starving for that. So when you hear people going, and you're going to get a billion ideas this weekend, What I'm asking you to do is to make a decision by the end of this. And we're going to have an exercise at the very end of the live event where you make a promise to yourself, a promise to us. And you're going to do that in a public way so that you can say, I promise that I'm going to do these things. So when you're sitting here and you're listening to people, it's okay to take notes. It's okay to think about it. But I want you to be filtering everything from the perspective of, am I going to do this? Am I going to put it into my systems, or am I not going to do this? That's what I want you guys to do, so that by the end of this event that you've made decisions. Okay. Guys, this is a systems mastermind, and I will read you one of the quotes right here that I don't remember where I saw it, and I think I've changed it since then. But I will tell you that this changed almost everything in my life when I understood this key concept. Every system is perfect for the results it gets. If you want better results in your life, you want better results in your health, in your finances, in your business, in your mindset, in your relationships, you have to do a better system. Now, most people think that the reason that they don't have enough money, enough health, enough business is that they don't have systems. But that's not true. They have a system for everything. You have a system for everything, and you might just not be aware of it. So, for instance, a client will say, "Hey, you know what? I really struggle with a negative mindset." And then I'll say, "Okay, well, what's your system for building a positive mindset?" And they'll say, "No, yeah, I don't have one." And I'll say, "No, that's not true. You have a system right now. You're building a negative mindset from something. You're doing a system." And then they'll go, No, I don't have a system for my mindset." Okay. What do you do when you first wake up in the morning? Oh, I roll over and I look at my phone, and I go and I check the news. Okay, great. Then I can guarantee you that you have a negative, critical, fearful, anxious mental state. Why? Because that's what the quote unquote news is. Go look at it. It's all fear based, it's all anxiety based. So you are absolutely building a negative mindset for yourself. That's what you have. You have a system. And they'll go, wow, well, that's interesting. The other one, like, let me give you some more examples, is, in our business right now, a client or, a potential client will call in and they'll say, well, what made you decide to reach out? And they'll say, well, I just don't have enough business. And then I'll go, okay, cool. What's your system right now to generate business? I don't have one. Yes, you do. You might not know it, but you do. What do you mean? Well, what did you do, for instance, today from 8:30 to 10? Well, I came into the office and, I checked some emails, and then I was doing some research on this. I saw a Facebook ad on here, and I was doing some research on this, and I was thinking about calling you and blah, 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 blah. And I'll go, okay, cool. Is that what you do most mornings? Yes. So your system right now from 8:30 to 9:30 or 8:30 to 10 is you think about doing. And then I'll catch them and they'll go, well, so you do have a system right now, which is the reason why you don't have business, is you're thinking about doing instead of doing. Oh, again, same thing, guys. Finances and money. Hey, are you on track for, are your retirement goals? Or do you have 3 years savings in there? And they'll go, no. And I'll go, okay, cool. What's holding you back from that? And they'll say, yeah, I just don't have a system for it. Yes, you do. What do you do when you get a paycheck? I go look at my account and kind of hope that it's enough for the month, and that's about it. Okay, cool. That's your system right now. So that system will get you not enough money saved for retirement every single time. So if you're not making your savings automatic every single time, that every single paycheck, and that's the first thing that comes out of your paycheck, if you don't do that, you will not have money in there. So the systems, guys, that you do right now are creating perfect results for the systems that you do. And that's what I want to bring up to you guys, and that's what I want you guys to hear. And that's what I want you to make these shifts in your life and your business to, is that if I want better results, I just need better systems, and I can put better systems in there, and then I can have better results. So guys, that's what we're going to do here today. And I'm going to go over your life systems first, because here's the truth. If you don't have every area of your life kick in, then you're not going to have the best business, because you can't. If you have anxiety about other things in your lives and things are holding you back, you're not going to be the best version of you. And being a level 10 in every area of your life will automatically make your business better too. So, and then the other thing is, truthfully, your life isn't just business. There's many components of your life. So honoring the different areas of your life is very, very important, so that you can have an extraordinary experience here in your life. So we're going to do an exercise right now. And that exercise, I'm going to read this off, and I'm going to call it the Extraordinary Life exercise, the Extraordinary Life System. And so we're going to create that right now. So what I want you to do is to get very, very present. You get present by focusing in on your breath. Pull out a piece of paper and a pen, and you can pause this if you want, because I'm just going to keep going, but you'll need time with this. You might not be aware of it, but unconsciously, you have a number in your mind of the age that you think you will die. And you are creating the limits of your life based on this age. So I'm going to demonstrate it right now. What is the age that you think you will die? Write that down. Okay, great. I want you to write in the 5 key areas that we talk a lot about in here. I want you to write in the 5 key areas of your life, the year before you die, what are you like in your health, in your finances, in your relationships, in your purpose, which can be your work or it can be volunteer, in your happiness mindset. How do you want to be in these 5 key areas of your life? Your health, your finances, your relationship, your purpose, and your happiness mindset. Now let me ask you a question. If you achieved those conditions the year before your death, is it possible that you could live longer? And is it possible that you would want to live longer? Yes or no? Okay, great. How much longer? And be specific right now. How much longer, if you achieved those areas of your life, would you want and that you think that you would live? Now here's the key next question. What would you do with those extra years? Now, the way that you answered that question, guys, is what really matters to you and describes who you really are in there. And this exercise for this purpose right now is to make sure what you put in there that you are honoring in your life. Because, guys, my goal, and I think you know this, for me, and hopefully that you hear it enough, is that you don't have just a business that does 100 million and that's great. You make $1 million a year or whatever it is, and then that will make you happy. The key to being happy in life and to having an amazing life is to be fulfilled. Okay, so what you would do with those extra years is what is fulfilling to you. So bring that into your daily life. This is all the research that I do. What I'm seeing is some amazing things in biotechnology. And the prediction right now is that if we can live another 20 years from the age that we are right now, that the increase in lifespan that's coming is going to be absolutely huge, where they're saying literally lifespan is going to increase by another 10 to 15 years. So that's why I do this life extender exercise with you right here. A lot of the the researchers right now that study the blue zones, which are blue zones are places where people regularly live to be over 100 years old, say that there are 5 key areas of life that you have to live a life over 100 years old. So let's go through those real quick. They are: you need more money than you think you do. You need more friends or relationships than you think you do right now. You need a happiness mindset. You need to have, obviously, health. And you need to have a purpose. And so work right now can serve a purpose. We get to serve people. But after you retire from this, you're going to want a purpose in your life as well. So those are the 5 key areas, and that's what the research is starting to say. So now I want you to go through these 5 key areas of your life, and I want you to become aware and be honest, and let's see if you can get this. In finances, what is your current financial system? What's the system you do for your finances right now? Just become aware. This is not about judging yourself. This is about just becoming aware. What is it? What is your system? Because as we spoke about, every system gets perfect results. And then write down your new system. I can tell you, without a sliver of a doubt, that the people that have 3 years reserves in the money way that I show you guys in level 1, that video, that money video where you have 2 different accounts. And when you have 3 years in that one account, everything changes. Peace comes into your life. You're not anxious anymore, and you're not worried and scared, because if we have a bad year, and you know what the secret really is, guys, probably it's more like this: when we have a bad year, when rates jump or something happens in the economy, it doesn't stress you out at all, and you stay in the business and you increase so much market share by staying in during those bad years, because almost no loan officers do their money right. And then also, if you do not have your 401k set up automatically, I have to make that mandatory for you guys. You have got to get that right now. Set it up mandatory. You will not miss the money, I promise, but it's got to be automatic. That's your new system. Relationships. What's your current relationship system? How do you cultivate and go deep with some really good relationships in your life? Your spouse, your kids, your family members, and your friends. What do you do? What is your system right now for that? Write down what your current system is, and then write down what your new one is. Guys, this is a relatively new one for me. I'm learning along with you guys on this, but now I am always done between 12 and 2 on Friday. And at 2 p.m., I have a standing time that I hang out with a buddy at that time right then. I'll do, I just did ping pong last Friday with a buddy, and I've gone on hikes. I go to lunch. I'll just yap with some of them on the phone. I'll hang out. So I do that at 2 o'clock every Friday. I do something with a friend. And then with my wife, we walk at nights, and we'll walk for about an hour, usually from about 7 to 8. And with my kids, they're getting into the teenage years right now, so it's a little bit harder to make them hang out with dad right now. But we have committed to family dinners every night at 6 p.m. And so that's a really cool, that's my system right now. So think about what is your system there. The happiness mindset. What is your current system? What's your current system to developing your mindset? Now, as we spoke about in the example, you might think you don't have one, but you do. There's something going in your mind that's developing your mindset. So what is it? And then what is your new one? Guys, we have things like Think Up, and that's an app that can build you a new one. There's an app called Calm. If I highly recommend meditating, it gives guided meditation. So all you have to do is just turn it on and listen to it. Inspirational videos. whatever it takes to build this, make it into a system. Then your health. What's your current eating and exercise system? Derek, I don't have one. Yes, you do. Okay, there's something that you do right now. So what is your system? Well, I don't exercise. That's a system. Okay, cool. My current system is I don't. I wake up and walk to my desk. Okay, cool. That's not gonna help you out enough in your life. So, what's your current one? What's your new one? And then be intentional right now as we start leading into business systems. And for the rest of the time, we're going to be talking a lot about business system. Is what is your current work system? Be intentional about it. What time do you start in the morning? What do you do when you start in the morning? What's your lead generation system? Hopefully, you're doing ours at this point, or at least a hybrid of ours. And if not, put in what is your system. My system is thinking about doing, Derek. Great, you're not going to have a lot of business. That's just the truth. So, what's your current one and what's your new one? So, I'm going to get off now, and we are going to break up into small groups, and we are going to share what are our current systems and what are our new systems. And I'm really looking forward to hearing this. Talk to you soon.